let's create a Street Fighter 6 tier list. I'm gonna start from Gief all the way to Ryu. And obviously, like I mentioned earlier, we saw CEO. I'm sure a lot of people saw CEO, and obviously some of these characters that are going to be higher up on the list maybe didn't make it all the way to the end. Obviously, Blanca won, but we're going to talk a little bit about why I feel like Blanca won that tournament. But anyways, so let's talk about Zangief. Zangief, in my opinion, as far as when I fight him, you know, as a Ken player, I'm not too afraid of Zangief, to be honest with you. I think he's, obviously he does a lot of damage, but I don't find Zangief as scary of a character as like maybe his Street Fighter 4 iteration, or even, you know, much less his Street Fighter 5 iteration. I'm still also shocked they didn't give him Green Hand in this game, considering that, like, you know, all the characters, for the most part, at least the classic ones, got so many tools and they got so many things that they can do in this game. And granted, you could say that, well, Drive Rush, his Drive Rush is like Green Hand. It's not, because Green Hand in previous game, it used to, like, you could use it to, like, get rid of fireballs, and it was a really great special that Zangief had. So I don't think that necessarily makes him like a bad character. I don't know, I think Zangief is around a B rank right now. Like, I think he's really good, but, you know, not everyone is going to be able to do a lot of the crazy stuff some of the pro players are doing, in my opinion, right? And like I said, my winning percentage against Zangief online so far, from, you know, at least my skill level, which is like around high platinum, like lower diamond, it's been okay. But granted, man, like, he also has some stuff where, like, he can get you, man, if you don't really know what the fuck you're doing. If you don't know what to expect from him, he will beat your butt. Like, he'll get in there and you won't really know what to do. I don't think he's A. I don't think he's S, right? I think there's characters that are a lot better than him right now, but I think Zangief kind of falls right here. Lily! Man, where does Lily fall? It's weird because I think Lily has a lot of good tools. I just don't, you know, I don't have a great winning percentage against her. I'll say every time I fight a Lily in like the high platinum to diamond ranks, she tends to be tough for me to play, because I really haven't spent time in the lab, like, really look, like, what should I look out for from this character, right? So I think she's really good if you don't know what she's doing, but I think once you kind of figure out what's her bullshit, she becomes kind of just becomes almost like a Street Fighter 5 character. It's like, sometimes it feels like she doesn't have all of these crazy things that just makes her really good. Like, she has her wind, you know, where she can, like, buff up her moves and stuff, and obviously her Condor Spire becomes a lot stronger, can go through fireballs, and her, you know, her OD. I can't say OD. OD is so much harder to say than EX, so I'm just gonna say EX, damn it, I don't care. We say EX in my crib. Her EX Condor Spire is really good, and I'm not sure if it's her medium or if it's her light Condor Spire that's, like, safe. And then she can either jab you, and, like, if you just, like, move back, or if you don't neutral jump, like, she'll just grab you. So, but at the same time, like, I feel like other characters are a little bit better than she is, in my opinion. She has some really good stuff, but I don't think she's like that character where it's like I don't know what more she can do, you know? I don't think she's necessarily, like, bad. I don't think she's, like, D tier, but I'll say right now she's kind of at C tier. I think people are still figuring her out, and I would think that in the future, Capcom is going to add some things to that character that's going to make her a little bit better and a little bit more fun to play. And, you know, granted, like I said, man, if you don't know what you're doing against Lily, you're going to lose, because she has some great pokes, right? She has some amazing pokes, and she can do some really good damage. It's not an easy fight for me personally, but compared to, like, Zangief and some of the other characters, I think she falls right around a C. Man, Cammy. I'm gonna say right now, and this might change later on once I kind of take a quicker, like, you know, a review at it. I think Cammy's a S rank in my opinion. I think a lot of people were a little bit, not concerned I should say, but I think a lot of Cammy players were kind of feeling like, man, this character's so sick and she's very loosey-goosey and she has some amazing buttons, but she doesn't do that much damage. I don't think that matters. I don't think the fact that she doesn't do a whole bunch of damage, like, that obviously affects her, right? If she did more damage, she'd obviously be, like, in my opinion, like, no shit, the best character in the game. Cammy has some crazy-ass normals in this game. Some fast-ass normals. And, there's times where I feel like she can kind of do whatever she wants against most of the cast in this game. She's so damn good. Like, there's so many things that she has. Just all of those long normals that she has, in my opinion, makes a big difference. Her spin knuckle is really good, right? Her spin knuckle can go through fireballs. It could set up for a true, like, you know, if you're in burnout, she can literally put you in a block string, like, and she can just do an infinite block string against you. Just like, I don't know, what is it? It's like standing HP, spin knuckle, heavy HP spin knuckle, or something like that. She has her toolkit is just so good against, again, most of the cast in this game. So I'm gonna put her at a S right now. Mr. JP, god damn it, oh man, I hate fighting this character so much. JP no shit is, in my opinion, outside of like Blanca, the most annoying character to fight, because it feels like he just does all of the same stuff and it always works. Like, you just can't do anything about it. Obviously, he's really good from long range, right? When he's up close. Even up close, I feel like he's freaking dangerous. His jumping HK is ridiculous. That thing does... I feel like the hitbox on that thing is massive. It's hard to project when it's going to hit you or when can you block it. It's just really good, man. And, you know, I know a lot of people probably feel like, oh, well, after CEO, he's probably a little bit lower on whatever, you know, the tier list or whatever. But outside of, like, professional play, I still think people playing online who have a really good JP, like, you're going to have a pretty successful time, because there's still people who really don't know what to do with this character. I mean, he has that counter move that he does on Wake Up, where he freaking, this like crystal, I forget what the move is called, but he like backs up a little bit. Like that's crazy that he has that. It's almost like he has an invincible Wake Up. It's his level 3 can hit you from anywhere on the screen. He has his level 2 can hit you. If you don't know where to block, it can like really fuck you up. Like, he has some really, really good stuff. He has like a full screen, and mid-screen command grab. Like, JP is really freaking good in this game, man. He's really good. Do I think he's better than Cammy? I think so. I still think that he's better than Cammy, but, you know, you can make the argument that Cammy might be a little bit better, but I don't think there's any denying that he's like one of the best characters in this game, because every time I fight him, it's like, all right, what do I got to do here? I got to figure this thing out. Marisa. I think Marissa's around an A rank, in my opinion. I don't think she's quite S tier yet. I don't think she's anywhere in B, C, or D. Like, I feel like she's on the cusp of being an S rank character. You know, every time I fight her, there's times where she can just destroy me. She'll just blow me up, right? One opening, right? Just one opening, and I'm dead. I think what makes her so special in this game is that she can do some crazy damage against you. Like, I think she's one of the only characters that can actually land like a 70% combo on you. If she has like all of her resources and she like uses all of it, gets you on like a counter hit, like, you're dead. Like, so I don't know, man. In my opinion, I feel like Marisa is I think she's really good, man. You always have to be on your toes when you fight her. It's like, you can't just drive impact her, because she has that move, what's it called? I think it's called Gladius, that charge up punch that she does that literally goes through that. Like, I think her command grab that she does is really tricky. She has some really long buttons as well. She just hurts, man. And I feel like any character that can just, like, at any moment they could just do a whole bunch of damage against you and like put you in the corner and stuff. It's pretty crazy, man. So I think what she lacks, though, in my opinion, is like, she, you know, you can kind of contain her in some cases, right? there's some cases where you can't, right? Like, I'm just imagining from a perspective of a Ken player. Like, I feel like I can contain her with fireballs, and like I can do my best to anti-air her pretty well. But for the most part, man, I think she's really good. I think she's like on the cusp of being an S rank, but I don't think she's quite there yet. But she's really good, man. And she's not that hard to play either. She's a pretty easy character to play. And, you know, I've been seeing so many people like post that they've reached master rank with her just because of a lot of the tools that a lot of the, you know, pro level to higher rank players who play Marisa have just been sharing on Twitter and other various places like, you know, YouTube and other stuff. She's a really good character, man. She's scary to fight. Anytime Marisa shows up, I'm like, okay, here we go. It's fine. I gotta figure this shit out. All right, next up. Oh, Jesus. Manon. I feel like Manon is S tier. She's pretty damn good in this game. And obviously we saw her a whole bunch in top 8. We saw her a whole bunch in, you know, top 24 in CEO. Anytime I fight this character, she's always super scary to fight. She has amazing buttons up close, right? Like, Manon, in my opinion, is one of those characters where, like, you have to be careful when you're playing neutral against her because she just has all of these crazy buttons that, like, she'll just fuck you up with any command grabs. And obviously, the thing that makes her really dangerous is her medallions. Literally, the character, every time she command grabs you, and she has a couple of different command grabs. I think she has 2 command grabs. She has like her main command grab, and then she has the one where she can get you off a combo. The moment she hits level 4 and 5, your one EX command grab is like 40%, dude. And off a counter hit, that shit's like 45%. And if she gets you with her super, forget about it. You're dead. So she has 5 in round 1 for some reason. She's going to have 5 in round 2. So she's just a scary ass character, man. That fucking move where she does the mid to overhead is so annoying to deal with, man. And I could never for some reason like punish it or avoid it for some reason. So I don't know, man. In my opinion, what makes her S tier in this game is her normals, her mechanics, and she just has really good neutral in this game, right? She just has amazing neutral. Next up, we got we have DJ. DJ's S rank, right? DJ's S rank. Like, what do you want me to say, man? This guy, he could do whatever he wants in this game. He has an amazing fireball. He has amazing wake up buttons. He has an invincible wake up DP. His drive rush is the best in the game. There's no arguing that. There's no debates. This motherfucker's drive rush is lightning fast. Like, it's so hard to react to, in fact. It's crazy. He just has so many good tools. The shimmies that he does is amazing. Like, he can really fake you out. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing against DJ, he's gonna fuck you up. He's such a... And, like, that combo that I remember, who was it? I think it was the first time I saw it was on Twitter, but then I saw Fudo do it against Daigo online. It's where he literally carries you to the corner, and he's only using, like, maybe, like, 3 or 4 drive rush, like, pips. DJ, he's crazy, man. He's crazy. Again, we didn't see him that much in top 8, but like I said, man, and I think a lot of people will agree, you're gonna see a lot of him in Evo. I'm telling you right now, man, the Japanese players, what they're doing with DJ is actually insane. So I just think and to be honest with you, man, I'm really happy that DJ is like a really good character in a Street Fighter game. They fucking nuked him in Ultra Street Fighter 4. Capcom just fucking nuked the character. I remember that shit. I remember how bad he was in that game. Do I think he was like the most interesting character? No. But, you know, I like when people of color, I like when characters of color, I like when they thrive in these games. You know, it's a Homer sort of thing for me, man. It's great. So I appreciate it. And he's so cool in this game, man. You know, I'm not judging the characters from, like, you know, how cool they are or anything like that. DJ's mechanics, all of he has amazing normals. He has it all. He's the fucking full package. And I don't even know why I'm not playing DJ. Maybe I need to start learning how to fucking play with this guy. Next up, Blanka. Blanka is one of those characters in this game where, like, he has way too many mechanics for the opposing player to figure out what to do in neutral, in my opinion. Like, when you're fighting a good Blanka, you have to look out for so much. It makes me feel like every time I fight him, it's like, okay, not only do I have to worry about his drive rush and drive him, I don't even know what Blanka's fucking drive impact looks like, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I don't know what it looks like because it's just so random. His balls are going, like, I don't...
Come again.
This guy is a fucking funky ass character. Blanka is just one of those characters, in my opinion, where he just has so many things, and I don't think people have figured out the character yet. Because here's another thing too. It's like, I haven't really heard people say like, hey, I'm playing Blanka because he's easy to play. I don't think but Blanka is that easy to play, in my opinion. I feel like because he has so many mechanics, and there's so many things you have to do as a player to, like, for it to all mechanically work. I think that's what kind of holds him back just a little bit on the tier list. And who knows? I feel just like Marissa. I feel like Blanka is, like, probably on the cusp of being an S rank. But the reason he's not at a B or a C is because this fucker is just... He's just scary to fight, man. Like, if this was a tier list of, like, who's the scariest to fight in this game, this motherfucker's right here, right? Like, he's right here. Blanka is scary as shit to fight, dude. Especially if it's a good Blanka. If you don't know what you're doing against... Again, you don't know what you're doing against a good Blanka, good fucking luck. Next up, Kenneth Masters. Now, unbiasedly speaking, I'm just going to say this. Unbiasedly speaking, because I love Ken. He's obviously my main in this game. And Ken is, out of everyone here, the most popular character. I believe he's the most used character in Street Fighter 6. Ken, in my opinion, he's an S rank. The reason why I feel like Ken is an S rank in this game is very simple. Ken is that character where, like, if you pick him up, he will teach you how to play Street Fighter 6, in my opinion. Like, Ken is very easy to pick up, but he's also that character where it's like, yeah, he's easy to pick up, and you can learn his very simple combos and stuff like that. But he has so much more in his toolkit that it really makes you feel like you're learning the game just by playing with Ken. In my opinion, Ken is very similar to his, like, Street Fighter, I feel like he's very similar to Third Strike in that Ken is a really easy character to learn how to play the game, but when you fight a really good Ken, oh, this motherfucker's really good. Like, he's really good. And what makes Ken really good in this game? Well, I'll just say this. Ken is the corner bully of this game. You can make an argument that there's some other characters that do a better job of being a corner bully, but in my opinion, Ken is the corner bully. He has so many tools, so many options that you have to think about and worry about in the corner. And not only that, like, this motherfucker will hurt you in the corner. He has so much sauce in this game. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. He has really great neutral. He has really good buttons. I think the only thing that holds Ken back a little bit is that he doesn't do as much damage as maybe, say, like Ryu, right? Which, again, it's super similar to fucking Third Strike in that, like, Ryu isn't as good as Ken in Third Strike, but Ryu does more damage than Ken does in Third Strike. But you pick Ken because Ken just has more tools, and he just has more ways of dealing with a lot of the other characters' bullshit in this game, in my opinion. So, I don't know. I feel like Ken... Do I think that Ken is better than DJ? No, I feel like DJ is probably a little bit better, but I feel like Ken can fight him. Do I think that Ken is better than Cammy? I think they're like 5'5". Do I think Ken is better than Mana? No, I think Mana's a better character. I think her neutral is significantly scarier than Ken's. But here's the thing with Ken, a low forward, drive rush, you're in the corner. Figure it out, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? But anyways, man, Ken is really good in this game. He is, in my opinion, like, the best true Shoto in this game, and I love playing as him. He's so fun to play, man. Like, and that's the thing too. Like, when I play Street Fighter 6 with Ken, I can literally, he's that one character that I literally, I can feel myself getting better with him because there's always small tools that I haven't figured out yet. And I feel like Ken is one of those characters that like allows you to like see yourself getting better at the game. So yeah, Ken is right here in my opinion. So obviously, you know, a lot of people were saying that Honda was like top 5 and that he, you know, it's hard to deal with his bullshit, and he's like, you know, everyone's gonna have a pocket Honda because nobody knows how to deal with, you know, his headbutt and his butt slam and all this other stuff. I gotta be honest with you, as a Ken player, I'm not always super scared to fight Honda anymore. Because for the most part, I feel like I can deal with a lot of his stuff. But I feel like I have enough tools that I can deal with Honda. I think he's a really good character. I think Honda's really, really good. And I think he has a lot of really good tools to deal with a lot of people's bullshit. I just don't think he's better than Marissa. I don't think he's better than Blanca. I don't think he's better than Ken, DJ, Cammy, Mana, or JP, in my opinion. I think he's really good in the lower ranks. Like, and when I say lower rank, I mean like gold, you know, most of platinum. I feel like he can carry you quite a bit because some people may not know how to deal with his bullshit. But at the same time, I think at a higher level, I think Honda's a lot easier to deal with, in my opinion. But he's a really good character, man. He has some really good stuff. Dhalsim. I feel like Dhalsim is probably at a B. You can make an argument for him being like at an A. Right, I feel like you can probably make an argument for that, and I'll sort of get into it, but I think the reason Dhalsim is probably at a B is because he's so fucking hard to play, in my opinion, and I don't feel like a lot of people have fully figured out how to fight this character, and I think that's what really makes him good, in my opinion. Now, you know, Sim obviously has some crazy shit, man. And, you know, there's been a lot of Japanese players saying that, like, he's, like, the best character in the game. But at the same time, like, Sim doesn't do a lot of damage. And I feel like once you kind of figure out the player's patterns and stuff like that, I think it doesn't become as challenging to fight Sim, in my opinion. Now, granted, whenever I fight Sim, I'm always like, what the fuck do I do against this character? I don't know. How do I get in? What am I supposed to do? And that I think that's what doesn't put him at a C or a D. I feel like that's what puts him at a B. Like, he has a lot of tools that make him annoying to fight. But at the same time, I'm not like inherently scared to fight him. He's just a really tricky character right now, and I don't think there's enough people playing him right now to, like, in my opinion, put him much higher. So you could listen, if you feel like Sim is probably higher, that's your opinion, and I don't disrespect y'all opinion at all. I just feel like because there's not a lot of Sims out there, I think that's why he's kind of doing so well right now. Because if people are not playing the character and you run into someone who's really good, you're like, I don't really have a lot of familiarity with fighting this character. What the fuck am I supposed to do against him? And I think that mystery behind Sim is what makes him. I think that's what makes him really good, in my opinion. All right, Jury. Jury. I'm just gonna say it right now, man. I think Jury's the best fucking character in this game. As someone who's had the unfortunate privilege of fighting this fucking character, she's just a scary fucking character, man. Like, her fucking buttons are ridiculous. Let me just list some things about Jury, okay? She has amazing normals. Amazing normals. Her neutral is fucking nuts. She has, in my opinion, probably the second best neutral. Maybe the third. I'd say she's top 3 in neutral in this game, like next to Mana and Cammy. Her fucking grab is amazing. Her drive rush is I would argue that Jury's drive rush is probably second to DJ's. But it's not like that far away. It's pretty close. Because when she fucking drive rushes at you, bro, you're guessing. Is she gonna go low? Is she gonna overhead? Is she gonna fucking grab me? What is she gonna do? I don't know what she's gonna do. Now, granted, I think if you fight Juri enough, there's tools. You know, there's probably certain buttons your character may have that can deal with that shit, but, like, she has a fireball. Like, if you throw fireball, she can basically fucking jump in the air and do that stupid-ass kick that she does that literally sends you all the way to the fucking corner. Like, she has too much. She has way too much sauce. Her level 1 is really good. Her level 2 is fucking amazing. Like, if you're in the corner, bro, good fucking luck fighting Juri when she's in Feng Shui, buddy. Good luck. She literally has like a true 50-50 mix where you're literally guessing. She gonna go high? She gonna go low? She gonna grab me? What's happening here? She's amazing. I think when the game probably first came out, she was probably here, but like after seeing what everyone's been doing and actually personally fighting the character, she's the best character in the game. I don't even think, like, do I think JP is as good as Juri? No, not really. No, I think right now she's the best. I don't even think it's close, man. She's so good in this game. Do I think she's disgustingly good? No, because I think I think there's characters in this game that can deal with her, right? 'Cause technically, she didn't win CEO, right? And, you know, there was a few times where Manal beat her, but in my opinion, that comes down to players, right? In my opinion, that comes down to, like, the fundamental player. I just think everything that she does in Street Fighter 6 is better than all of the cast, in my opinion. Like, I really do believe she's better than DJ, in my opinion. I really do. I actually want to see what that matchup is like, DJ versus Juri. That's actually worth exploring. I'm really curious about that. So anyways, that's just my opinion on Juri, man. She's so good. She's so goddamn good. Kimberly. I think Kimberly is at an A rank. I think she's better than Honda. I think she's better than Marissa. And I'm willing to say she's better than Blanca. I think what doesn't make Kimberly an S rank anymore, she doesn't have like an invincible wake up anymore, right? They obviously took that away from her when the game finally released. So she can't just fucking wake up like Tatsu your ass anymore. But at the same time, man, I feel like Kimberly, like, all of her buttons are really good. She's super quick. She's so tricky to fight. Anytime I fight a Kimberly, I'm always like, okay, what Kimberly am I gonna get? Like, I'm always super nervous fighting this character. Like, she's just a solid ass character. She's easy to play. She has really good buttons. A really deceptive drive impact, in my opinion. Her drive rush is relatively good. She can confirm really easily. She has really good neutral as well, in my opinion. She has some really good buttons, man. I don't think she's better than Cammy or Juri, in my opinion. To me, these are the three I usually compare. Like, they're not that they're similar, but, like, you know, these are three characters that have like really fast buttons, really deceptive buttons, have really good neutral. They can play, you know, they can play the shimmy game with you relatively well. But I don't think Kimberly's better than Cammy or Juri, in my opinion. But I still think she's really, really good. I don't think she's better than Ken. I don't think she's better than DJ. I don't think she's better than JP. But I think she's better than everyone else we've mentioned so far. She obviously has some trouble against some characters, but I think because she is so good, I think if she does work hard enough, she can beat those characters. I don't know if there's a lot of characters in this game who can kind of say that, you know? All right, next up, Guile. Mr. Guile. Yeah, man. This one's kind of tough. Because I'll just say this. As someone who's fought Guile, he's never an easy character to fucking fight. I'm just gonna say that, man. You have to deal with all of his fucking projectiles. You can't jump in on him because he's always gonna fucking, you know, flash kick your ass. Like, he's not easy to fight. Yeah, Guile's S rank, man. What the fuck am I thinking? He's S rank. Guile has so many things to, like, just keep you at bay. Guile is the one character, chat, where he doesn't have to fucking worry about being burnt out, in my opinion. This is a character where, like, oh yeah, I'm out of drive meter, no problem, I'm just gonna keep you here. Oh, you want to jump in? Flash kick. Oh, and when I flash kick you, I'm sending you all the way back to where you fucking started. Good luck trying to get in. And if this character, if you're fighting a really good Guile, God bless your soul. Good luck trying to get in, and good luck trying to fucking just open Guile up because it ain't happening, bro. I think Guile is better than Ken. Yeah, I feel like he's better than Ken. I haven't really seen the DJ versus Guile matchup to say if he's better or not. But I think he's better than Ken, in my opinion. I really do. If you somehow got past my boom and didn't have flash kick charge, stand MK, yeah. There you go, exactly. I think he's still really good. He made top 8 as well, right? Like, so he's a really fucking good character, man. And I reckon we're gonna see a lot more Guile in EVO, in my opinion. He just has way too many Guile just has way too many tools, man. I think the only thing about Guile, and this is more of just like a personal note, he isn't, and I feel like, I don't know, man. I feel like this Guile is probably one of the more complicated Guiles to play in this game, for me personally. Other people are like, what are you talking about? He's super easy to play in this game. I'm saying to like get him to a point where I'm like super comfortable with him. I feel like it's going to take me a while to get used to it. But man, he has good tools, and then combined with universal tools, it's like, oh boy, yeah, no. Guile is really fucking good, man. Anyways, Guile is S rank. He's up there, man. Jamie. One of the coolest characters in my opinion. I think Jamie's like at a B in my opinion. I feel like Jamie, I didn't see enough of Jamie in the tournament. Jamie's really good, but I think he's only good in the right hands, man. I think what Jamie suffers is that he always has chores, right? Every round he has chores. And I feel like characters that always have to just worry about chores, that's a bit rough in my opinion. And his chores are rough because it takes him too long to actually go for a drink. Now, granted, his sweep is amazing, right? If he sweeps you, bam, that's a drink, right? But that's level 1. Level 2. By the time he gets to level 4, man, like, either you got there at the start or you got there at the end. And, you know, good luck trying to figure it out. Against someone who has higher health and pretty much has you, you know? If that makes sense, chat. He's also really, I don't know, man. I feel like Jamie's also a really tricky character to learn. I feel like Jamie's one of those characters where it's like you really have to spend time with him in training mode to really understand how the character plays, in my opinion. He has some really weird stuff. And granted, whenever I fight Jamie, it's like he has some really good buttons, but like I said, as I'm getting used to the game and as I'm getting used to and getting familiar with like what to look out from Jamie, he doesn't feel as scary as some of the other characters, in my opinion. I think what's gonna make Jamie better, because I think he's one of the characters who probably needs some work, you know, whenever the next balance patch comes out for this game. Not whenever the first balance patch comes out. Jamie needs drinks for the next round. Now, do I think he needs to keep all his drinks like Manon? No, because I think like Manon needs to get, her fucking medallions need to get nerfed. Like, they just do, man. They really do. But like, I feel like he should at least have, if you got to level 4, you should at least have 2 drinks for the next round, in my opinion. I think that's more fair, and I think that's what would make him a little bit of a better character. I think if he gets that, he'll probably bump up to an A rank, but for now, I think Jamie's at a B. Chun. I feel like Chun is also kind of like, she's also at a B rank in my opinion. I feel like Chun has some really good stuff. I think just people are still figuring out the character, and I really haven't seen much of her. Anytime I fight Chun, I'm not like inherently scared to fight her, right? I think Chun has so many mechanics in this game that I think it's going to make it tough for people to get like really good with her. So I don't even know if I have enough information with her. But that's to say too, like, yeah, like I don't know where Chun is right now on this one, in my opinion. Chun is an A, solid character that if you know fundamentals, patience, he'll exploit you. Complex enough that we don't know her full extent yet. Yeah, I feel like you can put her at an A or a B. Here's the thing. Chun has some really good, like, she has some really good buttons. Her crouching MK is really fucking good. And her crouching MK leads to some really good stuff. You know, Hosensho, her fireball is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna put Chun at an A. I feel like she's an A rank. I feel like Chun is really good. I just think what holds her back from being an S rank is that she's a little bit of a complicated character. So I don't know if I've seen enough of her to like put her up there, but I do think that she's a really solid character. But at the same time, like, similarly to like Lily, what is it that Chun kind of does to kind of shift everything? You know? I feel like Chun is still missing something. I don't know what it is. Look at like A and B characters. I trust a competent player to win those matchups. Sure, if we're talking competent play, like pro level play, sure. But, you know, we also have to take into consideration like rank play and like people who are, you know, committing a lot of time to playing online and stuff like that. I feel like Chun and Guile are being figured out. No, I feel like, no, Guile is he's really fucking good. I feel like Chun is good, but I don't think she wins against some of the other characters, in my opinion. And that's to say, like, I need to see more on Chun to kind of prove that, you know? All right, we got 2 more to go. Luke. This guy, Luke is ass fucking rank, bro. Luke. I know some people are like, no way, he's not S rank. Luke is S rank in this game, man. This motherfucker is a nightmare to fight. He is a nightmare to fight. Amazing normals, amazing corner carry, really good supers. He has it all. Like, he really has it all. He has a level 3 that goes through fireballs, you know. He just has really good, he has a really good DP, really good corner pressure. Anytime I fight Luke, dude, I always have to I have to play so solid because this bitch will just fucking open you up and then you're done. Good luck, man. Good fucking luck. He has standing MK. Oh, dude. He has so much. He has so much. And I think what else, I think another interesting thing is that he's really easy to play. Like, Luke is really easy to play. So I think it's really easy for like high level players, if not really good players who are playing a lot of this game, to be really successful with him because he's just a really character to figure out. And because he's really easy to figure out and his buttons and his mechanics are really good, I think that's what makes him a really, really scary character, in my opinion. Yeah, he has way too much. Luke is just really good, man. Like, I don't even think it's debatable, man. I think he's better than Ken. I think he's better than Guile. Is he better than DJ? I feel like, man, I feel like Luke is probably on par with DJ, man. I don't know. I feel like you could kind of, they're both kind of close in my opinion. I feel like DJ is more of a trickier character to kind of figure out. I feel like you know what you're getting with Luke, but at the same time, I feel like most times Luke can just because you know what to expect, it doesn't mean you can just open him up and do what you want. It doesn't work that way with that character. He has so many answers to what most of this cast can do. You know what I'm saying? Because he can really get in and fuck you up, in my opinion. Ryu. Ryu. I feel like Ryu's at a B. Yeah. I feel like Ryu's at a B. You can make a case why Ryu's at an A because he also has really good... Ryu has tools to fight anyone in this game. I just don't think he has, like... I think Ryu's kind of been figured out, in my opinion, right? Like, I don't think there's been much of a difference to him. He's just way too honest. Yeah, I think I agree with you, Dratsu. Like, I think he has really good buttons. This is what I'll say about Ryu, which has been synonymous in most of the games that Ryu's been in. He's a really solid, honest character. I don't think he's like better than a lot of characters in this game, but I don't think he's like the worst character in this game. I don't think he is at all. I think whenever I fight Ryu with Ken, there's a lot of things that I have to worry about. In my opinion, like Ken versus Ryu, to me that's a 5-5 matchup. Like, I don't think Ken beats him all the way. I think Ryu can deal with Guile as well. I don't think he can deal with Luke though. I don't think he could deal with DJ. I don't think he could deal with Cammy. I don't think he could deal with Mana. You can make it, maybe he can deal with JP. I really haven't seen that matchup. I don't think he's, listen, I don't think he's fighting Jury, buddy. I think Jury beats him, in my opinion. But, like, do I feel like he can fight some of the other characters? Absolutely. So I don't know, man. I feel like Ryu's gonna be one of those characters where I think he needs some buffs if he's gonna be better in this game. Yeah, I feel like this is a pretty, and I just want to say this too, chat. All the characters in this game are really good. They're all really good, but just some shine a little bit more than others because they just have, some of them have better mechanics, some of them have better normals, some of them have better special moves, you know? But all the characters, like, any character can beat you in this game. Any fucking character can beat you in this game. This is a new Street Fighter game on a new engine, you know? It's crazy. it's crazy how fun it's been to play, and you know, I don't know, it's just been a fun time playing these characters, and I cannot wait to see, like, I can't wait to see how this game evolves, man, as we continue to go, man. I really can't wait. I can't wait to see what Rashida's like. That's gonna be a lot of fun just to see that. I may not play the character personally, but at the same time, like, I think it's really cool in fighting games where, like, when a new character comes out, you're excited about it. You're like, damn, I just want to see what this character's like. What the fuck are they gonna have, you know? So...